Hey, what's up guys? JSW Cars here again with the same 2014 Buick Encore 1.4 turbo ecotec. Kind of in the middle of waiting on some parts on that other video for the turbocharger replacement. But while I'm here, I'm going to pull the intercooler off, take it and smoke test it, make sure there's no issues, clean it out. So we'll do a little tutorial on how to get the intercooler out of these. They're in this lower area behind the bumper, so we're going to be popping the bumper off. The skid plates are kind of already removed from the other job I'm working on, but I'll tell you what tools you need there. So let's get right into it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do here, guys, is this trim piece going up right here with the bumper assembly. I'm gonna pop this off on both sides. And also, while we're here, there's going to be some T20s on your fender liners going down, and a couple here for this lower part of the fender liner. T20 Torx. Now this is already pulled down, but also right here we have T25s and T20s, and sometimes 10 millimeters, depending on if it's been messed with or somebody's tried to put a new bolt in, because sometimes they get lost during people doing oil changes and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and tear into that. And once you've got this loose, all this off, you're going to sneak right up in here. That bolt sitting right there, that also is a T20. That's going to be your main one holding this side of the bumper on. So you're going to go ahead and pop that off. And now that we have our sides disconnected, we're going to go ahead and take this piece, going across here, take it off. It's all clips. It's a double layered. Pop the top off and then pop the bottom. Use a pick or something similar that can get up underneath of it, and then get it up from there. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, but. And now that you got all of your clips off, this thing should just pop right out, slide right out of there. Which will then get you access to these right here if you want to take the grill off individually. But either way, you need to take them off. These are 10 mils. 7 millimeter and Phillips head will be your next steps to take off right here on these outsides on both ends. And now that you got those off, you can go ahead and you see that was sitting right in there. Pull it up. It's going to start sliding out. Same on the other side. And on both ends of your bumper, you're going to grab it right at the end here. I've already started to pull it out, but it's going to be kind of tough. It's going to pop out, and you're slowly going to work this whole assembly off of the front on both ends. And while you're doing this, be careful, if you haven't forgot yet, to, once you get room for it, to unhook your fog lights. That way you don't have to worry about depinning anything or ripping wires, breaking housings, things like that. So just be careful, and if you haven't done it already, then go ahead and unhook it as you can. And your last component here, now that fog lights are out, bumper is pretty much off. Make sure when it's coming off, you don't let it like fall over and scratch the paint or anything like that. But you're gonna take this one, which I believe is your outside ambient air temp sensor, this locking tab, pull it back, and you're gonna pinch down on the black and separate. All right, so now that our front end's off, we're going to go ahead and take this plastic shrouding, ducting routing, I guess you would call it, that channels air to your intercooler. I'm going to go ahead and pop that off. If you have any picks still, use the pick. Same style as up top. Got two here. We're going to pull that out of the way, and also we're going to take this frame support crash bar off. So on this bar, I forgot to mention earlier, but you'll have 3 on each side. You'll have a 15 on that side, and the two 13s, same on the other side. 13 and one 15. So as you can see, I already have the side off. This clip is usually recessed down inside of here to hold it to this. It's a quick connect fitting. I guess you would say a compression style quick connect. So I just stuck a pick behind both ends, walked it out till that end was sticking out enough to release it, and then just wiggle it right off. So you can see on this side, it's recessed. And they usually should come off pretty easily. But, you know, you're just going to walk the clip off, and I can't really do it and hold the camera, but walk that clip off and it'll just release right off. And then right after that, our last procedure, 10 mil and 10 millimeter bolt air, and then it should slide out of the lower mount here. And then your intercooler will be out. So, 10 mils are now out. Like I said, you're just gonna grab it, tilt it forward. It's just gonna fall out of those lower mounts. And make sure while you're in here, see I've got some bugs and debris wedged up in here. But you're gonna wanna go ahead and make sure there's no wet spots in your radiator or nothing like that, or your condenser leaking or anything obvious. And then I'm gonna take this tomorrow, smoke test it, try to find any obvious leaks, make sure there's no dents. Probably clean the insides out, get the oil out of it, and I will come back tomorrow night and get back on it and put it back together. So that is going to conclude this part 1. Not the best ending, I guess, but the part 2 will be up shortly tomorrow. Hopefully, or I might upload both of these the same day. I'm not sure yet. But this is for the intercooler replacement. Feel free to check out some of my other videos. I'll leave tools needed in the bottom. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys in the next video.